Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another First Impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Legends of Aethereus. So Legends of Aethereus is an RPG that's coming to us from the developer 3 Gates. This is their first title as far as I'm aware, and it's got a couple of kinks in it, so let's talk a little bit about it. So they're going for a core gamer audience, or what they define as a core gamer audience, which in my opinion is the kind of audience that usually enjoys the more hard RPGs, so to speak. This is an action RPG, so it's real time. There's no turn-based, nothing special like that. And in my opinion, the biggest, how should I put this? The biggest thing this game has going for it at this point in time is its combat, which I will be showing you guys some of that in a couple of minutes. However, let's talk a little bit about the location that we're in right now. So this is pretty much where Legend of Aethereus begins. It is your home base, so to speak. This is where you come to get quests and to equip yourself, sell items, inventory, crafting, do all that kinds of stuff. You do all of that here in this town. As far as I'm currently, actually, there's only this particular town in-game. They have a whole bunch of DLC plans that they haven't really disclosed so far. And I'm not sure if they're going to add more cities or not. I doubt it, because the special thing about this particular city is that you can actually customize it to your particular liking. Now, if you guys notice, the buildings are currently blue, and the top of the buildings is like that turquoise color. So I wanted to start off by showing you guys a little bit of that customization that you can do. So in order to do that, first we're going to go into the player apartment. So inside this city, there is a house that is just for you, basically. It's like, it's their concept of housing, I guess, in an RPG. So this is your little house. I mean, you could even just say it's a tiny little room. And in this room, you can do a couple of things, not really too much. It's just for the customization aspect of it, really. This room will always have this particular painting, which will look like your character in its most current gear. So if I switch my gear around, the painting is going to change. Like, for instance, let's see if I take off my armor. There. I believe that in a while it will update, or maybe next time I come into the house or whatever. But the painting will update. It just doesn't update in real time. Either way, what else can you do inside your house? You have this thing, which is achievements. You have some achievements for crafting. You have some achievements for hunting. So this is where you do all of your achievement-related stuff. Here you have your stash, where you can store stuff in if you want. Like, let's say you have some piece of gear that you liked, whatever, you can put it on your stash. You have this little notebook here that keeps tabs on your stats, like how many stuff have you killed, how many stuff have you crafted, and whatever. Then there is also there's a bed here, but you can't really do anything with it. There's a couple of chairs, which I wish that you could at least sit down, but you can't really do anything with it either. And this game also has a co-op element to it, in case you guys are wondering. And something that I was a little bit disappointed today as I was testing out the co-op is that, so I can customize this room. Can I bring other people in here? No. In the co-op section of the game, you actually don't get to bring people to your room, which, I don't know. I guess it would have made the experience a little bit more complete, to say the least. Either way, I told you while we were outside to pay attention to the city, because its walls were blue and the tops of the buildings were like turquoise. Well, we're going to change that a little bit. Like, let's say now we're going to go for white and red. You know, put in a significant change so that you guys can tell. And there's also a banner thing here that allows you to customize the banners that are outside the city. Like, for instance, one of the banners that I like to do is this. You guys know that I like all of that Sunbro type of stuff, so that is why I usually do this particular which is why I usually do this particular banner that you guys are seeing here. I'm going to paint the face red. I'm going to paint the background green. So there you go. This kind of looks like a Sunbro crest, so to speak, and that was my objective as I do that particular banner. Either way, let's go outside now. I'm going to show you guys the changes. The game has quite a few loading screens, and some of them do seem to take a little bit longer than necessary, if I'm to be completely honest. Not always, but mostly during quests and whatnot. You guys will notice that these loading screens will drag on a little bit longer than you would expect. Anyways, here's your changed city, so to speak. So this is some of the customization that you can do. If you guys remember, these walls actually used to be blue, now they're red. And there used to be a different banner here, and now you have this one. However, the banner is currently bugged because if you guys notice, that is not the banner I made. It had a couple of different colors. Not that it really matters that much because it's not like it's game breaking or anything, but it is another one of those kinks that I told you guys about. The game has quite a few of them, unfortunately. So what else can you do to customize your city? Currently, you can do this: change the walls, change the banner, change the rooftops, and you can also add statues, assuming that you have the materials to do so. Like, for instance, I could craft a copper statue here of a dog, or if I want, I can craft a copper statue of a tusk boar. I can craft a copper statue of what my character currently looks like, if you guys notice there. And you can like do different kinds of animations, like protecting veil, faithful. You can choose the animation step, whatever, and when you're done, you can craft it. You can also switch the base around, switch the materials of the base. Once again, you need to have these materials in order to actually craft the statue, which, incredibly enough, okay, I do have the materials to make a worn metal statue, but I'm not really spending my materials on statues just yet because, to be honest, I don't care about statues all that much. And I also feel that there needed to be more customization in this Nexus, because I mean, if you're really going to allow players to customize a city, in my opinion, something that you should do is like maybe be able to switch the buildings around, have it, you know, actually switch stuff in the city instead of just, you know, putting statues in and banners and whatnot. Another thing that I would very much like is, for instance, let's say I'm out on a quest and I kill this really big monster. I want the opportunity to just display the monster somewhere. Like, I want its head coming down from from this thing in front of me, this structure here. I would throw a javelin, but I actually can't. But anyways, from this little bridge thing, this archway, yes, archway. That's the word I'm looking for. So I would like the opportunity to put the monster's head hanging down from this archway so that people know Rurikhan, the awesomeness, has slain this terrible beast. You know, that kind of stuff. That would be cool. This customization is also shown to players that come into your city state. So let's say if I was to host the game for co-op gameplay with someone, they would be able to come into my city and see the red buildings, the banner, all that stuff. So that's kind of the customization options that you get. I would also like some more customization options in your room. The only thing you can currently change is the color of the walls, which, meh. I would like options to put heads of monsters in there as well. Maybe I'm just a sadistic person. I don't know. Either way, let's show you guys a couple of the quests. So, like I said, you also get quests in this city, and after you get the quests from inside the city, from the different NPCs that you find in there, you will eventually find yourself coming back over here to the port and talk to this guy. This guy is the one who will take you to actually do the different quests. And right now, we're going to be trying to do No Fold in the Wild. I don't think that I've actually ever done this quest, so we'll see how well I actually do. The expedition No Fold in the Wild will commence. Now, there's about, as I was told, what should be 20 or more hours of handcrafted quests. That means quests that the developers have basically made themselves, kind of created a storyline around them. But to be honest, I really haven't focused that much on the storyline of the game because the thing I like the most is the combat. And you guys know that to me, combat in an RPG is something that's really, really important. But anyway, so like I was saying, there's like 20 plus hours of quests that have been handmade by the developers, and then there's actually a system in place that will generate procedurally generated levels. That made absolutely no sense. That will create procedurally generated levels to basically give you an infinite source of quests. So that is probably one of the reasons why the loads take so long. I don't know. Either way, yeah, I've definitely never been to this quest. There's a lot of fog going on in this quest, which is something that I usually don't like. I really, really don't like fog all that much. Now, This thing looks like it might just pop, so I don't feel very comfortable approaching it. Let's try throwing a javelin at it. Oh. Oh yeah, you got to start getting the hang of these things on this game, because there's a lot of stuff that's basically out to kill you, which obviously is one of the things that I really do like about the game, is its difficulty level. Because the very first time I played Legends of Aethereus, I died on the very first level. And when you die in Legends of Aethereus, the only penalty that they actually give you is time. And by time, what exactly do I mean by time? Well, your character is in a constantly saved state. So let's say it's kind of like in Dark Souls, where you pick up an item, you automatically have the item. You don't have to save game. So if you die, you lose the item or anything. No, it's like you pick up an item, you have that item. If you die, you don't lose it. It's on your character forever. So your character is on a constantly saved state. However, if you die during a quest, what's going to happen to you is that you're going to have to start that quest from scratch. So you get everything that you picked up from doing that quest up until that point, but you have to redo the quest all over again. There's absolutely no checkpoints during quests. The hunt. The wagon should not be far. It was spotted by scouts only days ago. Not far from here, and moving a wagon through these swamps is a slow and arduous process. Aethereus claimed it carried certain volatile things. Yeah, maybe a couple of those things we just found back there. Let's see what we got here. Holy crap! Ambush. Hello. How you guys doing? So this is a good opportunity to talk about the combat. So in this combat you have dodges. As you can see here, you have blocking, and you have your regular attacks. Now you can do several types of attacks. You can do, you know, like a regular forward attack. You can do a lunging attack. You can also oh, I was trying to dodge, and I got smashed in the face. Now, as you can see, there are clearly a couple of issues with the animations, which is something that actually really turns me off, because you guys know that I really prefer animations over graphics. Is the door where I came through locked or something? Jeez, let me move backwards a little bit. Whoop. Damn, that was one hell of an ambush that you guys set up here. It would be a shame if I was to stick just a javelin in your face. There. But you guys know that I like these active blocking combat systems and all that stuff, as opposed to having, like, you know, a percentage chance of doing things. And they also got the ragdoll physics, which I know that a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. You guys are going to be like, oh my god, ragdoll physics, look at that! Yeah, they got the ragdoll physics thing going. Oh, jeez, there's another guy there? Okay, well, come get some, good sir. Come get some. They also have a system in place of perfect blocks, so if you block with certain timings, you can get like a parry effect, which will allow you to do bonus damage on your enemies. But it is very hard to actually block these guys, because this game implements a system where it's like, when stuff hits you, it hits you. So it's like, despite the fact that I have my shield here, if it looks, as you can see, they kind of do an arc with their fists, so they're actually hitting me in the back, which makes these guys almost impossible to block. Which kind of makes it pretty pointless of me to be walking around with this axe. So let's show off a little bit of the physics-based combat with this hammer. Hello. Have you ever met my hammer of Own Your Face? Smack. Now, as you can see, the hammer has quite a bit more impact to it than the little axe that I was swinging around. And this is one of the key aspects of the game. So, for instance, depending on the type of weapon that you're wielding and the way that your stats are allocated, as well as the types of damage that the weapon does, it will do different types of effects on monsters. So let me try and showcase what I mean by this. So these are your stats. So the more strength you put in your stats, you can see there, you're going to increase your impact damage, you're going to increase your shock damage, and you're also going to increase your ether damage. Now, ether damage is elemental damage, which the weapon that I currently have doesn't really have any elemental weapon damage. It can have, because it's got a socket on it. But either way, what is impact damage? Impact damage is direct damage. It is the actual damage that you are doing. I think it even says here, no? Impact damage causes health loss, and then shock damage they call it shock force, will eventually cause knockback, smashing those struck to the ground and interrupting their actions. So the more strength you put, the more shock damage you'll make, which is the reason why once I smashed that guy with the hammer to the face, he was like getting thrown up all over the place. So let me just invest my stats here. Constitution determines how much hit points you're going to have. Agility determines how fast you can actually attack stuff. And also, what is impact armor? Currently equipped armor's protection. Oh yeah, it also increases your protection because you're more agile and whatnot. Either way, I'm trying not to go too deep into agility. I want to go more constitution and strength for obvious reasons. So let's go 36 strength, 30 constitution, because I am making a melee character. Now, the class that I'm actually playing is an officer, in case you guys look up the different classes that this game has available. It has the officer and the inventor. Later on, they will be adding another class called the astronomer, I forget, which will have a different playstyle. Now, these things are annoying as hell. I hate them. They just spit venom at you. Luckily, it seems that they're actually missing right now, which allows me to just come up here and beat the ever-living crap out of them just like they deserve. Get the hell away from me. Thank you. What's this? Oh, some stone limbs. Okay, whatever. Oh, here comes another one of these guys. Hello. How are you doing? Get away from me. I will smack you, I will knock you down, and I will beat the crap out of you. Damn it, they're actually blocking my attacks. And there's two of them. Fine. I'm going to switch to the axe simply because I'm a little bit more proficient at the axe. And I'm going to throw this javelin. Oh, damn it. This is one of the things. I only started using javelins today, and I'm still not that proficient at them. So, let's try that again. There, javelin to the face. You have to kind of compensate for the arc that the javelin's going to make. Now, if you notice, I'm actually really low on health here. And there's a plant that will recover your health, but only up until a certain point. If you guys notice, there's one part of my health that's like completely transparent. That health is not going to come back unless I do something specific about it. Now, there is a skill that I can use which will heal me, but that takes a long time to recover, so I really don't want to use that particular skill just yet. So let's just keep moving forward. Now, if you look at the top right-hand corner, you will notice that there is a quest indicator that tells me the direction that I'm supposed to be doing to complete my quest. But if you know me, you guys know that I'm the kind of person that likes to explore and go off the beaten path to try and get as much stuff as possible. Which in this game, that is actually a good thing because they will reward you for exploration from time to time. You will be able to get more chests than if you just follow the beaten path. And you will also be able to sometimes fight additional monsters, get additional loot. Just basically get more good stuff if you stray off the beaten path. Damn it. Why so many of these guys? Oh, critical headshot. Whenever you hit with a projectile weapon or a thrown weapon like my javelin there, if you hit people in the head, it is a guaranteed 100% critical hit. Whoa, this guy's glitching out. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, the game does have quite a few bugs. There. Let's smash this guy in the face. But then again, it's just, the thing is, I really, really enjoy this combat system. And I like the way that they have their quest set up. Because unlike some RPGs these days, which is just like, you go into a city and they give you 10,000 quests. And then you're like, oh, should I be doing this quest, that quest, whatever. And you get instantly overwhelmed. And here they take the approach of, look, here's one quest. Go over there, do this one quest, and then come back and we'll give you more. And I honestly prefer that because you're not thinking about, oh, I should be going here to do this quest, I should be going there to do that one. You're there focused on your one quest, your one thing that you got to do. And I know, maybe you guys might say, oh, but you lack multitasking skills, whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want to have to be min-maxing my path to doing quests, you know? I want to min-max my character, sure. I don't want to have to spend a whole bunch of time thinking about what is the best path to take to go to a certain place with my character. Now, something that you'll also notice is there is a repetitive nature to the combat of the game. I really do like the combat, but some of the quests are very repetitive. And that monster looks like it's a little bit different. Let's try pulling it with a javelin toss and see what we get. Oops. Wait, what? What the hell happened? What the hell is this? It's not a monster. I have no idea what this is. Oh, great. It's something that explodes and burns me terribly. Thank you. But it looks like it drops some materials. Oh, a whole bunch of water pebbles. Okay. So what are these pebble things? Well, I'll level up a little bit and show you guys how the leveling up procedure works. Wait a second. While we're here, we have a couple of these explosive things, so we probably want to knock them down. Make sure we don't get into any accidents there. Pull up with another javelin toss here. There we go. I just want to check to see if there's not any chests here, because usually they do put chests when you stray off the beaten path, but it looks like this time I'm going to come up empty-handed, which is a little bit disappointing, but there have been quite a few times where, you know, I've strayed off the beaten path and I've gotten either a chest out of it. I've even gotten a weapon once, which I didn't even knew that you could get weapons, because what the game usually drops for you is materials for crafting. But anyways, let's heal up, because I'm getting really low on health. As you can see, you use that skill, and now if you look at the very top of my energy bar, you will notice that there was something that was kind of green there with green plus sign. Now it's gray, which means that it's actually reloading, and it takes a long time to reload your healing skill, which is why I'm so hesitant to use it. But let's look at my skill tree while we talk a little bit about the combat. So currently I have 4 points left because I leveled up twice before starting this video. So this is the skill tree for the officer class. The inventor class has a completely different skill tree. And one of the things that's very important to tell you guys is that these skill trees, they don't favor a specific type of weapon per se with passive bonuses or anything. I mean, obviously, if you want to do more melee combat, you really should try and go with the officer, because he does have a couple of attacks that are specific to weapons, like the crushing chop with the axe. You have the pummeling smite and whatever. But there's no passive bonuses that say you do 5% more damage with a sword. Okay, there's a passive bonus here that says you will do increase the speed of javelin release time by 25%, but javelins are a skill, not a weapon. So just to give you guys an idea, so like you can be an inventor, which is a class that has bombs and rocket launchers and whatnot, and still wield melee weapons, just like you can be an officer and still use a weapon like a rifle or whatever you decide to use, which is cool because it allows you a lot more customization with your character if you want to do those kinds of crazy things. Now, personally, right now, I'm working on a build that's pretty much your standard tank or melee DPS, whatever you want to call it. The next thing that I would like to unlock would be some more javelins, but it doesn't look like I actually can. Why can't I unlock these javelins? Aw, it's a damn shame. Maybe I require more javelin mastery? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm most likely going to put all my points into shield charge, simply because you guys know me. It's all about that shield slam. And I have only recently gotten the shield slam ability, and I will show you guys how the shield slam ability works. This class also has a whole bunch of stuff like punji sticks for traps. They also have caltrops, and they have barriers. These barriers are basically like these big shields that you actually physically place in the world, and it becomes like an item. So, which leads me to believe that this game is highly developed with co-op in mind, which is really cool, because I also noticed that the other class has like turrets and stuff that it can drop down on the ground. I'll show you guys that in a couple of seconds. But anyways, this is the skill tree. It works pretty much like any other skill tree you'd expect. So far, the max level that you can put on things is 5. I'm not sure if that changes when I level up or whatever. I haven't really gotten that deep into it. And then there's also the character stats that I've already shown you. Those are the two things that you will be leveling up. Now, the way that skills work in this game is a little bit different, because if you guys notice, let me just see if I can put a cursor in here. Yep. If you guys notice over here, this is my skill bar, right? I don't have all the skills that I have in the tree equipped because I don't actually use all of them. So if you notice, there's something on top of each skill with a number. That's because skills require materials. Like for instance, you want to toss a javelin, you need to have some wood. So I carry wood in my character, and whenever I throw a javelin, so if you look there, it says 45. I'm going to throw a javelin here. Now it says 44. So you need to have materials in order to do every single skill. Same thing for the shield slam. If you notice, the shield slam, or my number 3 ability, I have 47 of those blue gem things. I use my shield slam. There. And now I only have 44. Oh, that actually takes 3. Ouch. Okay. But yeah, that's how skills work in this game. So when you're casting it, and on top of that, they also consume perception, which is your mana bar looking thing. Now I can see that there's a couple of poisonous guys over there. Let's see if I can actually use this to my advantage. Oh yeah, it works. Also, the enemies do friendly damage to themselves, which I think is really cool, because not enough games actually explore that. Because, I mean, let's face it, if your enemy is just blindly throwing his axe around and stuff, I mean, you want it to be able to hit others. Just like there's a poison guy throwing poison stuff, and he's hitting his allies, and I think that is really cool. And there's also something else, which is when you're playing in co-op, there's friendly damage. Unfortunately, much to my disappointment, the friendly damage is reduced. As per usual in games where there is friendly damage, the friendly damage is very much reduced. Which was disappointing. I was expecting like full-on friendly damage, because that's the way a hardcore game should be. And I feel that these guys are really trying to go for the hardcore route. So, in my opinion, they should have gone that way. It's just like straight up, full-on, friendly fire. And that would be amazing. I don't know exactly what happens if someone dies in co-op, because I haven't had a whole lot of time to really test the game in co-op, but I can also tell you right now that from my short experience with co-op, this game is easily twice as fun if you add another player in there. Mess of the century. Key Rock has proven to be a real mess. Earthquakes following the Skyfall have made the terrain difficult to cross and map. To make matters worse, the region seems to shift population by the week, as wild things roaming the swamps aggressively fight the Kagal tribes trying to settle in. Okay. I'm just tossing javelins to make sure I don't get hit by those things by accident. Oh, I hear something. Damn you. And there's a poisonous guy somewhere in there that I still haven't found. Once again, I still need to practice my javelin tosses. Sorry about that, guys. Before trying out the javelins, I actually I used to have a rifle, but it's like the thing is, since you can equip 2 sets of weapons, which I also really like. I like when games allow you to equip 2 sets of weapons and then just switch between them. I was thinking that since I want to be more of a melee type class, I should just have a 2-handed weapon on my secondary, as opposed to having a rifle. Now, I really don't want to go there to those poisonous things, because they're just annoying to fight. So let's just move on and see what else this quest has in store for us. Hopefully we will fight something a little bit bigger than the small things that we've been fighting so far, just to kind of show you guys. Why are these guys dead? Did I came through here already? I might have. I'm not sure. Oh, those things also explode. It's just chock full of traps. It's a shame that this map is so foggy, because it doesn't really show you that the world is actually detailed and kind of beautiful. I mean, it's not the most gorgeous looking game of all time, because like I said at the start, this is a budget title, and it is also this particular studio's first title. So they tried focusing on one thing to do really, really well, and it was the combat, in my opinion. Oh, looks like I'm actually kind of lost. Because if you guys notice, my quest thing is aiming that way, but I can't really find my way to navigate this foggy mist of doom. Yeah, I know, my sense of direction is horrible. Either way, I'm going to holster my weapon, because there's not much point in keeping it up here. Oh, wait. Have I been through this section even? I'm not sure. No, I haven't, because there's a monster here. Wait, but there... I'm lost. I'm just totally lost at this point. Let's have a look at the map here, shall we? So, we came from back there. It would seem that we have to go here. But can I even traverse this lake? That is the question. Yeah. But there's really nothing here. So yeah, you can go... Oh wait, the quest is in that direction, so we probably have to go forward and then left. Still not through here. And here I was just early thinking to myself, man, it would be cool if these maps were a little bit bigger. Maybe it wouldn't be that cool. This is not the right place to go still. Or maybe it is. Maybe it goes like in an S shape. I'm actually lost in a quest. This hasn't happened yet for me in this game. Interesting. Okay, and now we should be able to make a left. Okay, yeah, this is the right path because I haven't been down here yet. And we got a couple of monsters. Is that... Oh, that's another one of those explosive balls of doom. Man, I wish I had a rifle. I could probably pop that thing open with a rifle faster than the javelins. What the hell is this? Can I even break this? Oh, what the hell? Kagals. These guys are Kagals. I recognize these. Hello. How you guys doing? Have a javelin. Ooh, critical hit to the face. And another crit. Oh, I'm getting good at this. And you also have this charge up attack, which I don't use as often anymore. Because there's actually a big disadvantage to using the charge up attack, which is unless you charge it up almost all the way, it's not really worth it to cast it. Hello. How you doing? Smack. As you can see, it's like 42 damage, but I can still do 28 damage without having to charge it, so that's the reason why I don't use it as much. Can I pop that thing open? No, that thing's not gonna pop. You were not able to stagger me. Me, on the other hand, I staggered you pretty hardcore. Yeah. This thing's not gonna pop. The only reason why you were listening to like a chopping sound is because I was hitting a corpse. You can keep on hitting corpses after they're dead. Which is cool. Ragdoll physics for the win. Even though, yeah, there's definitely something wrong with this. Look. Like I said, there are a couple of glitches now. Let's see if I can pop this open. I probably can. It's just whether or not I want to spend that much wood on it. Well, at least that way I don't take any damage and I still get the water pebbles, which are used for water-based skills. Or, I mean, it doesn't have necessarily to be water-based skills. It's just a skill that uses water pebbles. Either way, it looks like this is the way we have to be heading out towards. Man, this quest turned out to be really long. Usually quests will take anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes as far as I can tell. Depending on how good you are, how good your stats are. Because, again, if you know what the quest is about, and if you're a really good player, I would assume you could do most quests in 15-20 minutes. There's also obviously the limitation of your character movement speed, which, oh, damn these guys, which is actually quite limited, as you can see. There's also, oh, damn, even a critical poison hit. That's great, guys. Thanks a lot. And now there's a Kagal here. Hello. Some hits will still go through your shield, depending on how... I think it depends on how good your shield is and how long you've been blocking. Because obviously you want to try and get the perfect blocks, parries, all that kind of stuff, as opposed to just walking around like this, which is not as effective. And also blocking takes care of some of your stamina, which is the green bar on the left side, so you want to be careful about that. So let's keep it going through the dark cave. Where is that wagon that we're looking for? The wagon should be close, secured at all costs. The Kagal will likely attempt to destroy it rather than give it up. I haven't really had a mission where I've had to defend a specific spot so far. So let's see how this goes. Once again, I'm only level 11. I believe that currently the max level is level 60. And it took me about 5 hours to get to where I am. So that is the caravan that we have to secure. These are the Kagal. Get away from me, man. Don't make me beat your face. Are they going to destroy the caravan? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just coming straight for me. Now this axe is pretty powerful because I've actually put a socket on it, and this was a crafted axe. Because you guys know me, I'd much rather have axes than swords. That's just the way I roll. Oh, there's also a couple of fruits there that I should be trying to get. Where are the Kagal? Do I have to, like, use something here? Well, I've located the wagon, and I've killed all the Kagal coming. Is that it? Looks like it. But let's pick up these fruits. These fruits are for restoring your energy. Your health points, I mean. And by restoring those health points, what I mean is when you take damage, it works kind of like, here they come. Oh, wow. So that wasn't them? Where are they? Where are you, Kagal scum? Oh, now it's just pointing at the wagon, so I just have to protect the wagon. Oh, they're attacking the wagon. No, stop! What the hell is wrong with you people? Stop it! Oh, I attacked the wagon too. Again, friendly fire. Gotta be careful with that. Oh crap, it's already on fire. I'm not gonna be able to protect this wagon. And the problem is I can barely see them. Damn it. Oh crap. What the hell is this? Get away from my wagon! This guy is beating my face. I'm just in panic mode right now. Stop it. There, die. Need to eat some fruit. This fruit will recuperate some of my health. Okay, let's do a shield slam on this guy. Yeah, shield slams are pretty damn deadly in this game, which is something I can really appreciate because you guys know that I hate games where there's no shield slams. Okay, let's try and get some... There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, come on. There we go. 2 more dead. Is anyone else attacking it? Nope. Here comes another one. The hell is this? One of those shamans. Oh, crap. He stopped like right outside of my range. This is one of the longest quests that I've done so far. Also, holy crap! I'm gonna actually have to use my heal right now. No, stop it! Get away from my wagon! Kagal waves are thinning, the wagon is safe. Whew. You guys gotta realize that this game is gonna give you a damn sense of adrenaline. Because, like I told you, if I died now, everything that I have done up until this point would have been for nothing. Because basically all I would get would be whatever I happened to pick up during that quest, because the quest progress would be gone. So, when you're like half an hour into a quest, you will definitely get that sense of adrenaline, which is something that I like. You guys know I love when a game puts me in a sense of adrenaline. The problem is, obviously, if you have to repeat the same quest one too many times, you're going to get really, really sick of it. So that is kind of the risk that you take when you pull something like this off. So the game actually crashed in that last loading screen. Fortunately, it looks like it actually saved the fact that I completed the quest, but once again, it just goes to show that, like I said, the game has a couple of kinks in here still. There are a couple of bugs.
A welcome return, friend.
But before we talk about that,
What
I would
can
like
I do
to
for you, my
just
friend?
accept this quest. I would like to show you guys a couple of more things in the arena. So as you guys notice, there are actually more quests available to me now. The more you do quests, the more quests become available to you. And then you just go back to the boatman and you select the quest that you want to work on, and you do it. Like, here's another quest, Assault on Venata.
Many returns.
And then there's also going to be a quest on this guy. So yeah, I'm going to have a whole bunch of quests.
For you, if you dare.
Which is something, like I said earlier, I really don't like having my quest log filled up like this, but the difference is each quest is separated into a different location. So you just go to the boat and it's like, you want to go do this quest? Go here, and you focus only on this quest. You know? That's something that I can appreciate. Either way, let's go into the arena combat trainer here so that I can show you guys a couple of more mechanics of the game. Load it up. Okay, so these are all the I believe all the weapon types in the game. And when you go to the combat trainer arena, they let you pretty much equip whatever you want alongside your default gear. The thing is, once you exit the arena, obviously you will lose all of these weapons. So something that you can do, you can dual wield. Not exactly sure what the advantages would be in dual wielding, since, I mean, I don't know, it just seems to me like you'd be better off just having a sword and board, but whatever. If it is your dream to dual wield, you can attack with each weapon individually. As you can see right now, I'm attacking only with my left hand, and then you can attack only with your right hand, or you can do both alternatively. It's just a mouse click away, pretty much. So you can dual wield. I don't believe that you can dual wield shields, which I know probably some people are going to be asking about. No, you can't dual wield shields, which is, it's obviously not something that a lot of people are going to want, but I know that it was a big deal to people. Oh, in Skyrim you can't dual wield shields. Yeah, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense anyways, but whatever. Then there's also crossbows. Now, ranged weapons in this game, it's basically you click to shoot and you hold it, and as you see, the aim starts to become, it basically goes from apart to becoming closer, and the closer it is, the more accurate you are. That was a headshot. Headshots are always 100% critical hits. Like, for instance, I'm going to take a body shot here. That's 46 damage. And then I'm going to take a headshot, and boom. That's 33 damage crit. I don't really understand why it would be less damage, but I don't know. Anyways, then there is also, where's the rifles? There's rifles, which is a type of weapon that I actually really like. I really like using rifles. Boom, 37 crit in the face, and then a regular hit to the chest, which is also 37. Don't know why. Must be because these arena weapons are crap, so if you get a decent weapon, your results will most likely vary. Then there's also pistols, and you can even use like pistol and shield if that's your thing. Like, you can block and then you can pop your pistol out and boom. As you can see, you got pistol and shield. You can also go ahead, like I said, since there's dual wield, you can go ahead and just dual wield pistols, and you can fire them off individually. Like, now I'm only firing left weapon, and now I'm only firing right weapon, or you can fire both of them and just fire one while the other one is reloading. Now I'm missing because I'm not really taking the time to aim, because if you take time to aim, obviously you're gonna hit. And then switch to the other pistol and boom, and boom. So there's definitely reasons to dual wield pistols, but once again, it's all down to your style, and you gotta really master dodging and stuff like that if you're gonna be running around with pistols and whatnot. So I just wanted to show you that you can basically dual wield and do whatever the hell you want with your characters. Now we're going to be exiting the arena here. There's also a... how do we exit the arena again? Oh yeah, it's that thing. Is it that thing? I think we have to actually just return to the Nexus. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I can spawn enemies. I did not know that. Okay. Spawn a couple of those. There. Oh, that's interesting. And then you can just kind of test out your weapons on these guys. How cool. How cool is that? So yeah, this is the combat trainer mode. Of course that these weapons kind of suck, so just give me my axe and shield. There's my axe, thank you. Hey dude, you want to push me around? Here. How do you like them apples? And I can also do my roar ability, which increases my strength. And then I can switch to this axe, and look at this impact. Oh, if I hadn't missed, that is. There. As you can see, since I increased my own strength, and now I'm just like swinging this massive thing that has a ton of shock damage, like everything will get thrown to the floor and thrown around ragdoll style. Oh, I've actually put you inside the arena. There. Just friggin' stay there. So yeah. That is Legends of Aethereus. It should give you a pretty good idea of what the game is about. Obviously, it has a couple of bugs. Now, the thing about these bugs is that I would be okay if they had done something like, let's say, a lot of games are doing these days, the whole early access thing and that kind of stuff where you kind of buy your way into a beta or something. I would be okay with that. But the problem is that they actually released the title. So this is a release title. And I feel that there are a lot of glitches for a release title. You know, it's not like, you know, it's not like this is beta anymore. This is release. Now, I know for a fact that the developers are working on a lot of this stuff. I had a long conversation with one of them, and he told me a whole bunch of stuff about what happened and whatnot, and they're constantly working on patches and stuff. But once again, it's still, this is release. So, I mean, in a way, I really want to show my support to the Three Gates team because I really, really like the combat in this game. I like the way that they segregate quests. I like the fact that the game supports 4-player co-op. But at the same time, I also feel that there's a lot of stuff that is still missing from the game. Like, I want to do more customization with my city. I want to be able to have better animations in the game. I want to, you know, I feel that there needs to be more stuff here. Still, there's a lot of quests to be done. There's still currently a lot of content that you can actually do, and there's even the whole dynamic content thing. Now, let me just briefly show you guys the crafting system, which is actually a really, really solid crafting system. So you can craft pretty much anything in the game right here. And let's see if I can actually craft something. I don't know if I have a lot of materials on me or not. Let's say I want to craft an axe. And this is valid for any weapon. First, you select the handle, and you select the material that you want that handle to be. Now, the more rare the material is, the better the handle will be, logically. You will also have different kinds of handles, like there's the Castellan handle, which will use different kinds of materials. Like this handle can be made out of iron, apparently. That's kind of cool. You can also just click here, and it will only show materials that you own. Oh, I haven't seen this handle before, the Rurikhan. You can use ebonite, you can use bog iron, you can use bronze, dark cassiterite, dull cassiterite, and then you can change the type of handle again. There's a lot of crazy combinations that you can do. Now, I just did a basic handle with the rock lock thing, and basically this will change the stats of the stuff that you do. Like if you look over here at the stats, impact is straight up damage. Shock is how much you're going to knock people about, basically. And that's the two stats that you really need to kind of focus on when you're crafting melee weapons, in my opinion. But once again, I'm only like 5 hours into the game, so that is not a whole lot when you're talking about RPGs. So yeah, these will change the stats slightly. If you really want to change the stats, you want to start looking at different materials. Like different materials will affect the stats more than just changing the way it looks. Even though changing the way it looks also changes the stats a little bit, but only enough that only if you're really the super duper min-maxer, you're going to care that much about it. Either way, once you actually craft something, let me see if I could actually have materials for anything. Looks like I have enough worn metal. So let's do double worn metal here. And let's say, okay, you click craft. Wait a second. Jeez, worn metal stats are terrible. It's like worse than the thing I have. Okay, we have a lot of copper too, so let's just make it copper there. It's still worse than what I have. Either way, I'm just gonna click craft to show you something. So once you're crafting an item, you get to just finish the craft if you want. And you're going to get this this item. No, wait, this is the successful roll. You click Finish Craft, and this is the item that you get, the one on the left. Or you can click Push Your Luck. Now, what Push Your Luck does is it will increase the stats of whatever you're crafting, be it weapon, armor, whatever. It increases the stats of it by 10% if you're successful. If you're not successful, it eats half of the materials required to craft the item, and you don't even get the item itself. There's a 50% chance of success. So this is for those people that really just wanna push their luck, literally. And in terms of armors, it's the same thing. Like, you select the kind of armor that you want to craft. Can be leather armor. Look, there's ridiculous amounts of variety here. And then you can select the different materials. Like, for instance, see this thing? You can change everything about it, depending on whether or not you have the materials. Some of these items will require a ton of materials. Other items will require less. But yeah, this is the way crafting works in this game, and I think it's really, really well done. There's also the option to, let's say, okay, you want to craft this thing, you don't have enough materials. Bookmark it. And it will be here, so that next time you come here, you say, I want to craft, you click the bookmarked item, and there it is.
See you again soon.
So that is the crafting system. So I believe that that covers pretty much a whole bunch of Legends of Aethereus, as much as I possibly can. Once again, I just wish that this game was in beta because it has so much potential, but the simple fact that it's released, I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be harshly criticizing the game, and I'm not sure it's going to be able to achieve its full potential. Either way, I really like the combat. I especially enjoyed the co-op. I think the co-op is amazing on this game. It still has quite a few bugs. Namely, the one that bothers me the most is the animations problem. I would like to have more customization in the thing, but I can definitely see that there's potential here. I just hope that they'll be able to fix a whole bunch of this stuff and to get the game where it needs to be. Either way, thank you very much for watching. As per usual, leave me your comments, feedback, all that kind of good stuff in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one.